Welcome to Chongqing after.
Welcome to Chongqing Cauliflower.
Welcome to Chongqing Comedy Club.
Comedy Club. Chongqing Comedy Club. After hours.
After hours.
Comedians.
Comedians.
Comedians react.
Comedians react.
Driving.
Can you drive?
I can drive.
I can.
A motorbike, yes.
Yes, actually.
I know how to drive, but I don't drive in China.
Actually, I drove a motorcycle here today. Yeah.
Yes, I drive.
Yes.
Yeah, I know how to drive.
Yeah.
Yes, I can drive in China. Be scared.
I have a motorbike driving license. I have an E driving license, not C. Yeah.
Do you drive in the city, in Chongqing City?
I used to, and then I lost my motorbike.
When did you get your license?
Oh, long time ago, before I went out of China.
When did you get your license?
I actually just got it last year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm 26 years old. I just got it last year. Yeah, I'm lazy.
Did you drive in New York? I know you're...
Driving from New York, you learn defensive driving. Here in China, you learn offensive driving. You gotta go. If you do it, see a shot, you go. But people who hesitate, they lose.
I parked my motorbike in my aunt's garage, and she lost her house to the bank. The bank took the house, including my motorbike.
Do you drive in China?
Yes. Illegally. I don't have a license, but I do it sometimes.
No, not in China.
Why don't you drive in China?
Just the traffic in Chongqing is crazy. They're always trying to hit you. The motorbikes are going everywhere.
Not really anymore here. I used to feel comfortable driving Chongqing, but after so many years living abroad, not really. Not even Chongqing, not even Shanghai. Basically, highway I'm okay, but in this city, I always feel nervous.
Oh, I think I will think about that because I have heard that it's one of the cities that has the hardest roads to drive, right? I mean, yeah.
There's no stop signs, which is weird to me. Like traffic doesn't stop. Like there's a lot of places where I feel like there should be a stop sign, but there's not a stop sign. People just go more slowly, and then they never stop. And then I'm like I always wonder when they're gonna just hit each other, and it's sort of chaotic and it's kind of stressful.
I've never tried. That would be tough. It would be tough to drive in China, but I think I could.
Yes.
And what's that like?
It's like I need to listen to the Buddhism every time when I'm driving because it's really crazy. I also drive in other countries. Chongqing is the worst in the universe.
Can you drive in China?
No.
Would you drive in China? In Chongqing specifically?
A car, yes, but a motorcycle, no.
Would you drive specifically in Chongqing City?
I wouldn't drive anywhere in China.
You do not look forward. You look like this all the way around all the time because you never know when somebody's going to do something stupid. There's always a stupid person out there who doesn't know how to drive.
Yeah, it's crazy. I regret buying the motorcycle. I kind of was in like the midst of a midlife crisis. So I bought a motorcycle, but I didn't go all the way. It was an electric motorcycle, so it's slim. But yeah, I hate it. I love it.
I think driving in China is all about being aggressive. It's just you have to turn up the aggression.
City traffic, it's always traffic, and people don't obey the rules. They drive like they James Bond. They go S. They don't go straight. They go S.
There's what is it called?
I mean, I learned how to drive in New York. So, the second day I ever drove, I drove in New York City. So the first day I drove, my dad took me into a parking lot. He was like, all right, I'll teach you how to go around and around. Day 2, he's like, all right, let's go to the city. So then we go to the city, and it's like you have to be a little aggressive.
Maybe because of the weather and the temper of the local people here. Everything adding together makes people really aggressive on road.
There's a stereotype that Asians can't drive, and that's a lie. It's a lot.
But in China, it's like they turn that up a notch. Especially the taxi drivers. You just have to go first. You just have to be the one to go first. And you have to be just like, I'm first. and then it's like, you know what I mean? Like you have to just feel like you have the right of way.
Also, some pedestrians don't obey the rules as well. They cross the fence. Even not far, there's a bridge. You know, I don't get it. So yeah, now I take Didi. I take taxi.
You have the right of way, not them. You have the right of way. You know?
Yeah.
So like, yeah, I feel like if I took that mentality to driving in China, I did fine.
Asians are the best drivers in the world. I've never seen anything like it. You know, if we were in America and they were driving like this, we'd all be fucked.
Have you ever experienced road rage?
Oh yes. Not as bad as like some people, you know. A little bit.
No, I don't do that myself. But I've seen people do that. I know people. I know my friends. They do that.
Oh, definitely. As a passenger.
Road rage. Not directed towards me, but I see it every day.
Yes, I think I have that kind of problem.
No. No, I don't experience any rage.
A passenger. I don't have road rage.
Here, always. Here, I scream at people every day.
Oh yeah, I'm the experiencer and the experiencee. I'm both. Yeah.
Like when I sit in the back of cabs, I'll see cab drivers going crazy at pedestrians, other drivers, other cab drivers especially.
I don't do that because for me, safety is a priority. Is the first thing on the road.
As a pedestrian, I often have that. I think you don't have to drive a vehicle to have that. Even if if you're using like a Baidu Maps, I also have road rage like all the time.
We drove from Toronto to Vancouver, so across the whole North America. And my driver was my bestie, and he was every minute executing road rage, and I had to be the the comforter to make him feel better.
I mostly rage at home, you know. I road rage a bit, but yes, a little bit, yeah. I get pissed off. People are real assholes.
I've had to learn to channel my anger very effectively. So
The worst scenario for me personally is one time there was a guy at the parking, at the exit of the parking. He was in such a rush. The male driver put out his hand and patting on my car.
He touched your car.
Yeah, to let me, make the space for him. So what I did is that I threw a bottle through the window to him.
I'm a math guy, but not a numbers guy, a math guy. Like this situation plus this situation equals this situation. And it's embedded in my mind all day long. So every decision I make is added up or subtracted or multiplied by the situation that I might do or that I will do.
Oh my God, my grandmother had road rage. She had road rage to a T. Like she knew, like whatever that is it like I don't know if it's a strategy or if she was like strategically doing it on purpose or it just naturally, I think she was just crazy.
They always just pull in front of you and never stop. And it's like I go up to the window, it's like, what?
They just swerve into the lane without using a turn signal. You know, they just honk their horn when they does need to be honked.
I never really hate anything that strongly, but I really hate the Baidu company. I think I want to express that. I really hate Baidu Maps.
But it's always some people piss me off. I don't know, first.
I just roll down my window and show them that I'm white and like get really in their face. Like I roll down the window and I go,
Why is the foreigner making funny faces at me? I'm going, so, I don't know. But yeah, I yell at every day because there's just people here who shouldn't drive.
I'm not an angry driver. I'm patient. My wife thinks that I drive too quick, but I think I'm patient and I give the right of way.
But Baidu Maps is like a women driver. No, I'm joking. Yeah. Baidu Maps is basically like women drivers.
What's the problem with women drivers?
They are very skillful, yeah.
Chinese people like taxi drivers are the most insane. Unless you've been in China with a taxi driver, you couldn't understand their insanity. Like some are completely detached from reality, and like it's like they're just driving and they're just. It's like they've been doing meth for like 3 days, you know, and they're just like rolling with it. Just gotta get through this line of cars.
At least I have played that plot in my head over and over again. I was always cursing when I was driving in Chongqingese. My mother.
Give us a Chongqingese curse.
Really?
Yeah.
She would just yell at people, like roll down the window. She used the word jackass a lot. She would call people jackasses a lot. And then she would always be like, "Oh, if you kids weren't in the car, I would get out of the car and I would fight them."
I was in Ningbo. I took the bus. The bus is on the street with 2 different lanes going each way. The bus, he's got to keep his time. He's got to be there on time. So there's traffic. So the bus moves over a lane. Still traffic. He goes to the oncoming lanes. There's traffic coming at him. He doesn't go back. He goes further. And he actually went a little bit on the sidewalk, then came back. A bus driver was driving on the sidewalk.
So he's actually been in an accident. That's not a joke.
It wasn't my fault. She blamed me. This is the thing. Crazy shit. I'm in the right lane. She's in the left lane. I'm just riding, cruising. I think she got surprised and swerved off to the left, hit the median, hit the taxi driver in front of her. I checked to see if she's okay. Then all of a sudden, I'm being asked for large amounts of money or someone's gonna call the police. And I said it wasn't my fault.
There's a lot of rage on the streets of Chongqing.
I feel that it's like they keep it under control, but I feel like people in Chongqing can really just turn it up if they wanted to. Or small things. Yeah.
Like what?
Just anything you can think of. Like you're going to the elevator, there's somebody else getting off. You're going to the grocery store and they want to do something that you don't approve of. I see it all the time, but it's good nature. It's good nature. It doesn't get out of hand.
You can go first. It's okay. As long as I'm safe, you know, I'm not gonna go 1 minute early or 1 second early and then get killed. Yeah.
Stop driving, right? Just give up. Yeah, use public transport, right? Just use public transport. I mean, come on, yeah. Or walk.
Let's do this podcast or something. We just change the thing that like the dynamic and in a cockpit. Like we just change the dynamic from time to time so that he doesn't get immersed into his own emotions.
Other drivers are more the angry type, like roll down their window and just yell curses in Chinese while you sit in the back seat and drink your beer, which you can do here, which is great. I love drinking in the taxi too. That's the best part of it. I'm always drinking when I'm in a taxi, if I can, unless I'm on the way to work.
Yeah, I'm not usually the person causing. I'd like to leave. I'm not usually the person causing rage. But it's hard to know. It's like from a third-person standpoint, maybe.
It's called 𝗵𝗵𝗶. 𝗵𝗵𝗶. I don't know.
That's very rude.
Yeah, it's very rude. I never say that in life, but I was always saying that when I was driving.
It definitely helps me keep calm, and I don't know if you do the math on something.
I grew up with a lot of road rage, and but it never went into me. I don't like. All right, you go first. I don't care. But not in China. And my grandmother in China would own the road. She would own the road.
But I'll say one thing about Chongqing driving. Chongqing is actually safer driving because there are no cross streets. Everything blends into each other, so people just kind of bounce off each other everywhere they go.
But yeah, you know, it's cool. But driving is a hassle. It's different in China. But you know, I like to get around and see different places in the city. So, especially living here in Chongqing.
And have you ever seen other people rage?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, you know, when I cut people off just because I feel like it, they're like, Lawai, ni guawaza. I'm like, hey, nice to see you too. Ni 𝗖𝗵𝚅.